Hello, my name is Steve, and today we're going to talk about the importance of taking your moods, your fluctuating moods, with a grain of salt. We all have them. Nobody's mood is ever constant and steady throughout the week, throughout the day, throughout the month, throughout the year. Our moods fluctuate, and there are so many factors which can influence our mood. And if we are not aware of it, cognizant of it, we can get swept away during a storm, a bad mood, and improperly make decisions that are not in our best interest, or improperly judge how our life is going as a whole. And quick plug, my name is Steve. I am a life coach full-time, been doing it for 10 years, and work with all different types of personalities and people, and everyone benefits from life coaching. It's extremely affordable, and I encourage anyone just to reach out, and if you want to try a consultation, there's no charge, and the first session is 50% off, and then afterwards it's very affordable. My email address is in the description, so just send me an email. I'll get clients, one week they'll be upbeat and happy and like, oh, I'm making progress in my life. I'm making progress on my habits and my goals. I'm feeling good. And the next week they'll be like, this dark cloud hanging over them, or they could be in tears and be upset about something that happened, or just feel down and negative about themselves and be pessimistic and like life is bad, I'm not doing what I need to do, and kind of woe is me, and just feeling like a failure. And it's incredible. Most of the time, they don't even realize what's going on. There are so many factors that can affect our mood, cloud our judgment, and we aren't able to see the trees from the forest. We just look at with these generalities that everything's terrible without realizing, hey, I'm looking through it through a dark, gloomy glasses. And what things can affect your mood? There are so many factors that can affect your mood, and you can misjudge it as if your life is bad. And you go, oh my, woe, like I said, woe is me, and my life is really not good, without realizing, wait a second, let me see what's going on here. For me, for example, when I don't get good sleep, my mood takes a real big dip, and I'll be cranky, I'll be moodier, I'll be less patient, I'll be more reactive. And when I know I didn't get good sleep, I track my sleep every night, and I could just also feel it, I calculate that into my decision-making process. I know when I get really poor sleep, I'm not going to judge my self-worth. I'm not going to make any big decisions. I might not have any difficult conversations with people. I might be I'll be much more gentle with myself. I'll reduce my goals, habits, and to-do list for the day. I'll make the necessary adjustments, because I know if I don't, then I really feel bad about myself. And that's just one example. Other things that can affect moods is the food you eat. One of my clients really is affected, her mood's affected when she has too much sugar. More than one of my clients. This is something that affects us all. But some, it's a little bit more extreme, and she gets the sugar blues. And so that's something that she has to calculate. Other clients, I have some clients that are not even aware, female clients, when how their cycles affect their mood. They might be aware, okay, yeah, my cycles affect my moods, but I tell them, put it on a calendar and track it and set a reminder, so a week before the cycle, 3 days, 5 days before the cycle, your cycle starts, that your mood is going to be affected, and you're going to see things differently. And that might be a time to just, take it easy, do some self-soothing, be loving with yourself, be kind with yourself, be kind with other people, and not do any, major life evaluations or self-assessments during that time. Other things that affect moods. This is a big one. We are kind of like prisoners between four walls. We're stuck in an office, or we drive to the office in our car and we're confined. We are in our bedrooms and we're confined. We're in our living rooms and we're stuck in four walls. And we need fresh air. We need trees. We need greenery. You don't even have to go to the mountains. Just go on a nice little walk in your neighborhood, or find a quiet neighborhood, or go to a park. But those things are absolutely essential. There's a book called The Nature Fix, and it was really incredible. They would take people out into nature, and a lot of it is scent, which is really interesting. The trees, I forgot what it's called, but the trees will give off a scent that will lift people's mood. And 15 minutes, there was a mild out in nature, there was a mild difference. 30 minutes, a more significant difference. I think it was about, if I remember correctly, about 45 minutes was the time out in nature where you really got a major benefit in your mood. For me, I can feel my mood slipping if I don't get outside. And this is regardless of the weather. Even if it's raining or it's cold, I've got to get outside. I walk probably about 2 to 2.5 hours a day, sometimes even more. And that is my therapy. That really grounds and centers me, and I'm moving my body. That's another thing. Your mood will be affected sitting too long. You can't just sit. We were designed through evolution to be movers and shakers and walkers, and getting our heart rate up and breathing the fresh air. You'll notice a big difference just by getting outside and moving. Another thing that will affect people's mood is screen time. I'll feel a direct correlation. The more time I spend on screens, my mood starts just slowly and gradually dropping. It is such a night and day difference of when I'm active and engaged with the world and my life versus when I spend excessive amount of time with screens. So turn off the screens. Turn off the cell phones. If you haven't watched it, I encourage you to watch the Netflix documentary called Social Dilemma. It is a challenge, I know, but if you're going to do it, if you're going to watch it, set a time limit. Okay, I'm going to watch it for 45 minutes, and set a timer on your phone or your watch. Really limit it. A lot of my clients who struggle with low moods or struggle with anxiety spend a lot of time on screens. And they might be just self-soothing and trying to escape, numb the pain, but it also just exacerbates it. It really intensifies the negative emotions that you're feeling versus going out and doing something and being active. What a difference. So that will affect your mood. Loneliness, and I think that's why people spend so much time on screens, is because we're all pretty lonely. I mean, most people, we spend too much time in isolation, and screens and YouTube and Netflix and on social media are all the ways we use to fill that void of social connection. And it fills it, but on a very superficial level, and you just need your next fix and your next YouTube video or your next Facebook post or feed. It is really, really toxic. In small doses, okay. But a lot of my clients and a lot of people, it's an addiction. It's like a drug. They can't do it in small doses. So that will affect your mood. Other things that affect your mood is stress. Not having enough outlets for stress, or not dealing with some of your stressors or anxieties in life, or not talking to someone like a coach or somebody that, a therapist or somebody that can help you deal with some of your day-to-day stresses. So it's really important to kind of take the temperature and see, oh, you know what? My mood is feeling really low, and that's why I'm having a lot more inner negative self-talk. That's why I'm feeling bad about myself. That's why I'm feeling bad about my relationship, or I'm being extra hard on my partner, or being extra judgmental. That's why I feel unmotivated to go out and do things. And you really got to find out what works for you and really care for yourself. So creating an environment that supports, or has a strong foundation that supports good moods, a better mood, and not engaging in all these bad habits that make us feel like crap and really affect our moods and affect our motivation, affect our discipline, affect our lives. And finding self-care strategies that you can keep your mood at a higher level, like some of the ones I mentioned to you that I do for myself. Another one that I do is taking short 20, 30-minute naps. It's incredible how that will lift my mood. Just taking a 20, 30-minute nap, and sometimes I'll do that 2 to 3 times a day. In order to feel good about ourselves and have all those positive brain chemicals, we have to be engaged in the world. We have to be doing something that gives us a sense of accomplishment or a sense of fulfillment. Passively staring at a screen like this all day is just not it. So that's just one of the bigger tips I'd love to help lift your mood. And I'd love to hear your tips on how you keep your mood higher, and how you have a plan of action when you do get into low moods. And please remember, when you are in a low mood, give yourself a timeout and just kind of disengage and not try to make any major life decisions or judge yourself or other people. Really important. Thank you all. I read all your comments, and I really appreciate your support. Some of your messages have been most of the messages have been absolutely incredible and supportive of the channel and patient during my hiatus. If you would like affordable life coaching, send me an email. It's in the description. If you'd like to support the channel and the work that I do, there's a PayPal link, and anything helps. $1, $5, $10, whatever you want to do. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.